So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on our brand new stream.
G'day, mate.
I think it's hats off to everyone who has followed us
yes.
onto the new stream that is going to contain the fun videos, the fun unrelated community content compilation. So it's FUCCC, actually, if I add the compilation to the end as well. So basically, to our viewers who don't know what FUCC is all about, Formula Student is about a lot of things. It's about education, it's about racing, it's about it's about safety, and it's about a lot of fun.
Yes.
So a lot of fun, and we wanted to maintain that image in FS Online, and we wanted to capture it somehow. We wanted to capture the community spirit of Formula Student, and the way we wanted to do that is to involve the teams somehow into the broadcast. Now, it would have been very difficult to create a Zoom call where like all the hundreds of people who are participating in every single team would be able to join. Instead, we asked the teams to send in some fun content to us. And this happened in 8 different categories. So I'm going to go through the categories and introduce them to you individually. So the first one was escape at home. There is something called the egress test for the drivers at the real competitions where they have to leave the car in 5 seconds. But of course, in a virtual competition, there are only virtual cars, so virtually you cannot leave them. Yes?
Yeah. Do we want to introduce all categories right now? They're not going to remember it. I mean, we should just go one by one and introduce it before each film.
You've kept your sharp mind even after...
You see, that's a hat
even after 11 hours of broadcast.
Oh,
We are in the 11th hour. So, okay, let us start with our first category. The first category is going to be something called the self-made car. The self-made car is... It was all about social distancing in between car parts. We wanted to ask the teams to imagine what a Zoom meeting between different parts of a Formula Student car would look like. And we're going to show one entry from this category, which was sent in by Emperor Racing. So let's bring up the video, and let's see Emperor Racing's entry into the self-made car category.
Hey guys, I just finished some calculations here, and I think we might win acceleration tomorrow. I can supply almost 40 kilowatts of power, which means that we'll finish in less than 1.1 seconds. It will be a new world record. And about endurance, I think... Accumulator, I think you put too much energy on your calculations. Thank you, I always do. Wait, what do you mean? I've checked my calculations 3 times. I'm pretty sure they're correct. Yeah, but I don't think I can deliver all this power to the motors. Why not? That's literally your single reason to be here. Yeah, but I lose a little bit of that energy as heat. What? How much inefficiency are we talking about? Like... 10% is lost? What? 10%? How can you lose that much? What are you trying to do, fry some eggs? Hey, don't blame me. It could be worse. We even gave up on that neon lights idea. Oh my Volta. Okay. That still make us finish the event in 1.21 seconds. It still is a world record. Wait, is anyone here also wasting my energy? You bet, baby. Me too. Someone has to make that zoom sound. Am I right? You both. What now? Are you going to say that the tire has inefficiencies as well? Chassis, why are you always so rigid? I'm not going to stand this anymore. I'm already under a lot of pressure here. Don't worry about him, guys. He's just tired. Guys, let's get back to the point. What about you, Aero? Do you waste my energy or not? No. That's great. See, guys, you all should be more like Aero. But I make everyone waste it even more. What? Hey, don't worry. This year I was made of carbon fiber. I'm 300 grams lighter. Finally, some good news. Guys, the pilot just ate an entire pizza. Oh my gears. That's it! Next year, we are going driverless.
All right, thank you, Emperor, for that entry. I think the pun calculator of Formula Student Netherlands might have been ticking. It was at full throttle because that was just all the puns everywhere, and I think we never get tired of those puns to reflect back on that. All right, so the next category in the fun unrelated community content is the Make It Rain. So this is going to be relevant mostly for electric teams because they're the ones who have to undergo a rain test in the real competitions where we check for any groundings in the car and any electrical issues may rain fall down upon us. So we wanted to ask the teams to recreate this environment at their homes with some of the equipment that they have at home. So let's see what eForce FEE Prague has done for the Make It Rain video category.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's all I added. Passed.
Well, congratulations, eForce. I'm not sure if I wanted to undergo that rain test, but yeah, that's
It's
not
probably
something
pretty cold from the hose.
Yeah, it did look like it was not really the kind of summer weather that we have here in Hungary right now, or in the studio for that matter, because all of these lights are kind of creating a bit of a sauna area here. And it's not that hot though, but yeah.
Let's see what Hawks Racing has to offer and made for us.
Let us see that.
No!
Yay!
Oh no!
Yeah!
Clothing, yeah?
Ha ha!
I'm wondering when they're gonna run out of clothes.
Well, I see the Hawks Engineering comes up with newer solutions when there is a bigger problem and challenge.
Yeah, it does seem like they're ready for all eventualities, come it rain or shine.
The next category is going to be kitchen under scrutiny. I don't have your text, so please
Kitchen
read
under
it up for me.
scrutiny. Kitchen under scrutiny was kind of a labor-intensive job because it was a stop-motion video that we
that is
asked from the
tough.
teams, and you would know how labor-intensive that is.
I don't do
'cause,
that stuff.
He knows a lot about video making. And this was basically going to be a stop-motion style video of a Formula student scrutineering that would be performed by food items on each other in kitchens. The maximum submission length for this video was 60 seconds. So let's see what the teams have to offer in this category. First up is going to be Kaiserslautern.
Yes.
Orange skinned it
Apple.
out, so
Apple fast. You love the
That's
king,
right.
an apple. The day keeps the doctor away. Ciao.
some health advice here as
loved
well.
it.
Yeah, so Formula Student
like
also
this
offers some health advice. So tune in for FS Online to get some health advice from the teams.
Yes, and now we're gonna see what Too Fast has put together, Kitchen Under Scrutiny, and it will be a stop motion fun.
Yes.
Oh, whoa, look at that. They're building a car, man.
Yeah, it's kind of a self-assembling car, and they also have a Tufas logo
fancy.
on it. Yeah, very fancy.
Oh my god.
So
I like this.
they're showing off their creation. It looks like it can do donuts in the
Yeah.
in the same place.
What is the cabbage doing? Ah,
The cabbage acts as the tilt pad.
That's a tail pad.
That is a tilt pad. Look at that, Rocky. So the tilt pad has been passed.
And here comes.
It
The
looks like
noise?
some. No, that's the brake test, I think, because you can see
think
that
so?
the little
Ah,
the black gummies were the skid marks for the brakes.
I
So
loved
quite
it.
ingenious. I've never seen. I wanted to say it so
What?
quickly. I know the name of that candy, the long black candy.
The long black candy. It's called the long black candy.
Yeah, so the long black candy. I
It's
never
called
thought that.
Bocskor. It's called Bocskor in Hungary.
Okay, so I never thought that I would see Bocskor act as skid marks on a
Well,
brake test.
it was
but
amazing.
There
I
we go.
loved it. It
FS Online has brought that to us as well.
New things, new knowledge every day. It's really a good video. It made me want to eat some fruit.
you can do that in about an hour and a half.
Can I?
I think so. After the stream, you can do whatever. Okay, our next category is going to be Formula PIMP. So, as the name also suggests, this kind of harkens back to a certain famous show that was played on a music channel, where you can basically go wild with your creation. So, Formula Student is not really about show, it's more about the go, so it's more about functionality. But here, you can go wild. You can put different wheels, you can put chocolate fountains, you can put huge sound systems, neons,
Ooh, I'm excited
whatever
already.
you want. So let's see what the teams have come up with. The first in this category is GPE Maribor. So GPE Maribor Engineering.
Hello, my name is Adam Goff, and this is my car. Yo, so Adam, tell me something about your wild ride.
Check out the bling, yo!
That is for my radio. This is my stick. Dude, what is this? Here on my hook. That's a super duper radio system.
We're gonna hook you up with the best hi-fi system in this country.
Oh, yeah. Yo, man, my intake system is completely destroyed. My fuel tank leaks everywhere.
So now that we know what this is all about, we're gonna pimp this ride. So the guys put in a lot of work, and this is what we got.
Look at the pimp on that!
Look at that, man.
You know how you do
We
it,
got
man.
you video
Oh my God,
games,
it's playing video games.
video.
And he can
Speaker here. Speaker here.
And sound
Another
system.
speaker on the back. And a speaker here.
Riders on the storm.
And video games in the car itself.
Oh my God.
There we go. So,
That was fabulous.
yeah.
I'm not sure if it was over because of the copyrighted content or it was over because it was
knows?
over. But if you want to see that pimped ride, maybe you should go to Maribor, Slovenia, when this whole COVID thing is over.
I think so.
They're probably happy
think
to
so.
see you.
Okay, and
But-
the next one in the Formula PIMP category is going to be UPC Eco Racing.
I pretended it was my voice, but it was yours.
That is actually a driverless Roomba. More ground effect, 100% autonomous.
Oh my God, look at
I
that.
would definitely want this in my room.
Oh, God.
Look at that with the wings and everything.
That's a market potential, man. That's what I'm saying. It's,
think
it's
for a-
twisting. I mean,
There we
for
go,
that, a
you
stick
see?
pad is not a question. It's easy. Left and right.
Everywhere, and it knows the cones as well.
Check that. Oops.
Look at that. This is going to be the driverless algorithm next year, maybe.
It might be, you know.
Who knows?
Good design.
Who knows?
I mean, they're already doing it. I mean, it's doing
Yeah.
driverless in your home, so makes sense.
There we go. I would definitely want to have that in my room, in my home.
I'm gonna get it.
I would love to get rid
I'm
of
gonna
the
get it.
get rid
What?
of the pain of vacuuming. I don't like vacuuming.
You don't
I
like
doing, I don't
vacuuming?
like doing chores and stuff.
Chores? Well,
Um,
well,
I'm a much bigger fan of spending my time more valuably a little bit. So
yeah, like
know.
with me in a studio for 11 hours.
dude, that is absolutely the most
is the
valuable thing I
top.
can do with my life right now.
But we
So-
have the breaking news category coming up, ladies and gentlemen, and you're gonna break us the news. What that is?
I'm gonna break you the news about the breaking news. So, Formula Student events are really busy for the teams, and a lot of crazy things happen with a lot of them. So we asked them to compile them into a video and show us what was the craziest thing that happened to them in a competition. So I think we're gonna go with the entry of Arabona Racing Team first. So
Let's
Arabona
see.
Racing Team, let's show us what your craziest moment was.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 21-year-old Hungarian guy has opened his brand new barbershop at the Formula Student Germany campsite. The only thing that you have to offer for his services is a couple of beers. What a sweetheart. Oh, and now Benedict's coming on to you with the breaking news.
The global warming has reached the racetrack of the Formula Student East as well. It was raining all day, and since the race cars couldn't compete, the Hungarian guys have decided to implement a new swimming event to the competition. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Benedict. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.
Oh!
There we go. some candy shots and a KA
80?
Racing beer. So the biggest thing that I was envying from that video is the KA Racing beer.
Oh, I thought it was the candied shot.
Thank you very much for that. That's Rocky. You are great. By the way, that actually did happen. So if you were at FS East in 2018, you could see the Arbono guys swimming in the makeshift lake that happened on the racetrack of FS East. There was about 2 centimeters of water at the end of our endurance, and it basically washed away the competition.
Well,
and
sounds like a lot of fun.
it was so much fun. Yes.
Let's see what FSB Racing team was having for fun as breaking news.
Have you or one of your loved ones ever found a screw or bolt in your soup? Because we have. Everybody drops critical fasteners in their food once in a while. But here's the good thing, you might be entitled to financial compensation. All we need is your credit card number, the 3 digits on the back, and the expiration date. And don't worry, you can trust us. Our finances are as good as our engineering.
Would you trust them with your credit card numbers, with
I
all
don't
of the
know.
details?
I'm usually answering to the Nigerian prince. He never sent me money, but he's
Never?
been, no, I've been consistent.
You've been consistent, but
Consistency is the name of the game.
Yeah,
man,
exactly,
but I never
exactly.
got anything back.
But you know what the problem is? You didn't put your money where the money was at.
Yes, and this is where the money is at, ladies and gentlemen, in
So-
the soup with some critical.
With some critical fasteners in it.
Some
So make sure
fasteners
to
in
put your money there.
Amazing.
All right, the next breaking news video is coming to you from the GP Engineering Maribor. Let's see that.
We interrupt this program to bring you special news. Unimaribor Grand Prix Engineering has run into trouble at Formula Student 2016. The plenum does not fit into the surface envelope. We could change it, or... That's exactly what I did.
An angle grinder always solves the problem. If it can't be fixed with duct tape, you can fix it with an angle grinder,
Yeah.
for sure. So,
It's amazing.
Maribor, send us the performance data of your car after that modification to your intake system. I would love to see that. All right, and last but not least, we go out to KA Racing.
Welcome to Breaking News Live. The Team Car Racing arrived at FS East 19 with 3 cars. What were the odds of participating with at least one vehicle? It turns out they were not that high. The driverless vehicle couldn't even make it to the brake test. They flashed the electronics of their electric vehicle during the rain test. Their combustion engine vehicle made it through scrutiny just to catch fire a few hours later. However, they enjoyed their week in Hungary with lots of beer.
Not only did they enjoy it, I enjoyed it as well. So huge shout out goes to KA Racing for that beer. Anytime I'm in Karlsruhe, I'm going to drop by for one more.
Well, that happens, you know. You have all the chances, and you know, life doesn't go as planned. But that's why you have the daily scrutiny. Huh?
Yes. So daily scrutiny. We know that Formula student teams spend a lot of time on their cars. On their racing cars, at least. Yeah. But there are also cars that get the team members to and from the workshop, to and from about their daily lives. And we want to see how much time you have left on these cars after working on the race car. So we put it actually into this description that if any authorities see these videos and take your hellish rides off the roads, we are not liable for that. So it is your responsibility to keep your cars safe on the road. So let's see. Let's see Formula Electric Muddy's entry into the daily scrutiny category.
They're from Russia.
Yeah, they are from Russia.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Hit it.
So you want to be a player, but your wheels ain't flying. You got to hit us up.
Very professional.
Look at that. Oh,
you have
the
to have the
Wunderbaum.
Wunderbaum. The Wunderbaum is the name of the game.
Scrutiny my rides. Suspension and tires. Here we see. Look at those tires. I'm not sure the profile is deep enough, but
yeah, they were given an okay.
Windshield and wipers. Okay. Ooh, check that. That's
wow, it's even flexible. Look at
premium
that.
stuff. Oil level and quality. That's it.
That's okay.
Well, somebody likes it dry. I don't know.
Maybe in Russia that's okay, but who knows?
Well, I mean, those are built for different quality. I mean, they can take that easy.
Who knows?
Ups.
That needs a little bit of an encouragement.
Close cockpit.
There we go.
Ah,
Okay, that wasn't
It's
quite
a-
duct tape, but still, we're gonna let it pass.
tactical inspection passed. Nice. Where's the engine? There was no engine in the car.
Well, maybe it's all the better for you that there was no engine in
Yeah.
that car, because then it means that it cannot move under its own power. So let's be thankful for that. All right, let's see the guys from Zwickau what they did for their daily scrutiny video. We see a lot of enthusiasm from both
Oh,
parties.
look at that. Is it a Suzuki?
That
No,
is
it's
a
Mazda.
Mazda. With the, well, the template doesn't fit really. Now it does.
Some brute force always solves it.
There is always a large enough F force that solves
Yeah.
the issue.
Ah.
There you go. You see there are some harnesses, or they're not there. Who knows?
And closed cockpit. No, he's gonna punch through it, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. That's good.
It's so safe. Head restraint that keeps you safe in the crash, or not.
Or not.
Who knows?
And they didn't pass. Please come back for re-scrutineering
In 2021, so that's about a year's worth of problems fixing on that car. Let's hope no teams get that next year
Yeah.
at any of our events. that
Then
will be
let's see
happening.
what Arabona Racing Team is doing for daily scrutiny.
Yes. That
We're
they
gonna
took a big
venture to Eastern Europe again and
Yeah.
see what it brings.
Let's see. They have very liberally taken the meaning of a daily driver. I want to see you guys daily drive that here in Europe.
Yeah, they need a lot of fun.
But for an egress test, that's an easy pass. It has to be under 5 seconds, not just 2 seconds. All right. I hope you got the reference with the excavator. I hope our audience got the reference with the excavator at least.
Yeah, the team from Thailand.
Now that's good. You switch up your engine. Ooh. You passed the noise test. It might not have been a very successful braking.
I think Michael Bay was part of this production, based on
He could have been.
on the explosion.
And like a boss. Absolute pass.
Yeah, they
So-
didn't really follow the rules, but still it was a nice contribution.
Well, they can still follow the rules if they send us a video of daily driving that car here in Hungary legally. By the way.
Legally?
Legally.
I would not do that.
If you get if they get number plates on that thing, I would watch that
Well,
video.
yeah, I would raise my hats that I already put
That's
down.
for sure. And let's see another Hungarian entrant from Budapest. BME Formula Racing Team.
I know this place. This is what it is.
Arriving vigorously with a brake test. That's
yeah.
already been successful.
I mean, it's on Opel. It never fades.
That doesn't quite translate well into English.
Opel, Opel. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Ah.
A little bit of work on the car.
But is this an electric Opel? I don't think so.
Have you heard the engine noise?
Ah, no, I didn't.
You never know if they converted it.
Yeah. I mean, these guys can do a lot.
It does look like they have a bit of a rust issue with the car.
Nah.
No,
It's
they
paint
don't.
job.
No, they don't. So if anybody has been
That's
to
it.
a Hungarian actual roadside inspection, you would know that what happens there.
Well,
And
they passed. Nice. I think they.
or did they?
It's not starting. And it's taken off.
So it looks like, guys, you should spend a little bit more time on your daily drivers than on your race cars.
Yeah. But if you got into your daily drives and you got home, you might want to also escape home sometimes. So let's see
Absolutely.
the next category, which is
Well,
escape at home.
It's escape at home, exactly. So it's not escaping your home, it is escaping at home.
Yes.
Because that's what I started to talk about earlier at the beginning. So drivers in every single competition in Formula Student have to do something called the egress test, where they have to get out of the car safely, unbuckle their belts, hit the stop switch in under 5 seconds. And we asked the teams to replicate this in their home environment using anything but car parts. So let's see what teams have come up with. So first up, it's going to be eForce FEE Prague.
Three, 2, 1, go!
And the beer is
And the
opened
celebratory beer
up.
at the end.
Oh my God, $4.98, getting out of the fridge.
I highly question the validity of that time measurement.
Well,
I don't think it was very official.
you're skeptical.
I am a
what I
bit
say.
skeptical. I am a bit
That's what I
skeptical.
say.
I have a feeling that that was more than 5
I
seconds.
was
but
looking at the beer, sorry, I didn't pay attention. So.
yeah, I think our perception of time has been a bit distorted by spending 12 hours in the commentating booth.
Probably, but we're gonna
Okay.
get back to Budapest right now, and
Yes.
we're gonna see the BMF Formula Racing team's escape at home video.
Yes.
Let's check that.
My name is Mr. Fenda, and this is Escape at Home.
Oh, somebody lives in the trash can? Yeah, somebody lives in the trash can.
Looks like the driver has chosen a trash can to replicate the car itself.
Yeah, but he's going to say if he put a trash bag into it so it doesn't
Yeah,
smell
so
too much.
at least some sort of a
And this
hygiene
looks dangerous.
thing was kept.
Oh, look, he's gonna be scared.
Here's somebody who tried to use the trash can as a trash can.
And then he gets out.
There you go. It's under 5 seconds. Although I did not see unbuckling the harnesses, and I did not see somebody hitting the switch. So questionable pass, BME Formula Racing team. I am very strict here, but it was
Unbuckling was the
video.
opening of the top. That's the unbuckling, and the switch hitting was when the 2 feet hit the ground.
Okay, Roland is taking some liberties with our concept, but I'm
am.
gonna allow it to pass. Okay,
All right.
let's do that.
CTU Kartech from Prague. Hit it. Show us what you've got.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's not where we expected that to happen, and even the harness is off. And I think that was under 5 seconds.
That was under
So,
5 seconds.
There we go, 2 different takes on a trash can exit in
That's,
Formula Student.
that's good. That's good. And some raccoons can learn from this efficiency. That's what I would say.
All right, we're giving some valuable information to raccoons as well, apparently. All right, let's see Italy's entry for Escape at Home. Dynamis PRC.
Ooh.
That was.
That didn't look healthy.
That did not look
Is
healthy
that how
at
it
all.
should? Oh.
It does look like this had had some sort of an impact on the team's mental health.
Oh yeah.
Because they
Oh, I would love to do that.
just. Yeah,
Come on.
would you? So,
I get to jump into that
see you
pool.
in 2021.
Ooh,
for sure.
God.
Yeah, that pool would be nice, wouldn't it?
This was amazing.
We're all dreaming about that pool. So Dynamis, thank you for showing us some inspiration
Yeah.
in what we have to work for here as commentators.
A
All
pool.
right.
Tia Bruno?
Tio Bruno.
Let's see. Is there gonna be beer in it?
We'll
This
see.
is the stake. I think there's gonna be beer in it. That's my.
Okay, I don't think that there's going to be beer in it.
You don't think so?
I don't think
okay,
so.
I might get sugar high now. Let's
Yeah,
hit it.
let's see that. They're getting their car ready, it seems.
It's a nice tonnage, guys. Yeah, Hungarian would say.
Wheelbarrow is
Wheelbarrow.
what it's called in English.
Yeah. Look at that.
Safety for the harnesses.
Nice.
I mean, the G-forces that you get in a wheelbarrow are absolutely
Look at that.
incredible.
Whoa! And he got out. He gets up.
But the harnesses stayed on.
Yeah, but that's going to be. Oh, he's even driving around.
They wanted to show us that it's a real car.
Enjoy that candy. There was no beer.
Thank you for the candy, Tio Bruno, and we're gonna go to FSB Racing Team.
Come on. Whoa.
If that's somebody's home, I wanna live there.
Oh my God. Look at that. When he jumped out of water.
He jumped out of the water.
Crazy.
Do you want any better egress than that?
That is like efficiency at its best. It's
Yeah.
also a rain test in the meantime.
There was a rain test. There was a combined rain and egress test.
Oh
so
my God.
FSB, you have something new going. I think you should bring it to the World Council of Formula Student.
Yes, and METU Formula Racing has also some escape at home footage for us. Let's
Absolutely.
check it out.
Take it away. Somebody has a full belly. That steering wheel must not have like that.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time
Whoa.
There you go.
I don't think that was 5 seconds, but it's
I don't
nice
think that was
effort.
5 seconds, but that ending was definitely
That was-
some sort of an
that was-
encouragement. So thank you guys. Thanks for Me Too Formula Racing. All right. And now we are at our last category with 10 entries here, each 60 seconds, because the category's name is Done in 60 Seconds. Instead of Gone in 60 Seconds, we are Done in 60 Seconds. We asked the teams.
I'm not done in
So,
60 seconds. Yeah?
How long have we been doing this, Rocky, today? How long have we been doing this commentating job?
How have we been?
How long have we been doing this?
How long?
What's the time now?
It's 7:50
7:50
p.m. and we start at 8:30 a.m.
So what is like?
Calculations
11
are not my field of expertise.
Math is not our
no,
forte.
but if it's
that-
1950 and 8, so that's
11 hours and 20 minutes.
20
Sorry,
minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
And
And we asked the teams to do this for 60 seconds, but to commentate a video of them making an omelette. So in 60 seconds, we're going to see an omelette and professional
actually,
commentaries.
guys, why did you put this at 7:50? I mean, I'm getting hungry already. It's
Because
not
we're going to
gonna
get to
be-
the end of the broadcast and we can have dinner afterwards. That's why.
Are we gonna have dinner? What you gonna get?
I don't know, something, a beer probably, and then I'm going to be able to decide. So let's see what happens with the Done in 60 Seconds that comes from us from Prague.
Woo! E-Force.
Welcome everyone, another peaceful day at the workshop. Peter here, evidently super busy designing some important PCBs, but judging from his obvious body language, he needs to supply his digestive tract with some food which he cannot do himself. Adam is already ready for action. Rapid movement, quick start, flying down the staircase. This will be admired by the judges. Grabbing tomatoes from the dedicated tomato drawer. Got the eggs, loaf of bread straight from the top of the wardrobe. Classic E-Force move, needless to say.
Plastic
A
on.
marble
Come on,
knife
guys.
technique never disappoints.
It's
Oh, speaking of
60
that
seconds.
slow tomato
Oh.
cut, this will cost the whole team valuable seconds. Very well, what have I just witnessed? Custom-made pan for the best
Making a
egg
custom pan for
performance.
the eggs.
E-Force stands against
Oh my
its
God,
name.
look at that.
Oh, cracking eggs with precision,
He's
although I
cracking
see
the
some
eggs with
side
a
spill there, not
milling
optimal.
machine.
A milling
Scrambling
machine.
piece of
at-
stray,
oh
could
my
use some
God,
more
look
kick,
at that.
closing valuable momentum which might just
bread
ruin
is
the defense of the
amazing.
final
It's a
body.
bit of a
Side spill
leaky-
again.
What?
Right, quick cook and bake.
And they really cook
Oh,
it.
handy
in the
spatula work.
furnace?
Oh, time is tight. Final
I'm not
run
sure
up
if it's
stairs,
safe to
taking
eat,
stairs in
but-
pairs and arriving
look
in
at
the
it, he's
finish
coming
line.
up.
Just
Oh, and there
here's
it
the
is.
end. Now final word from the Hungarian culinary critic. Splendid.
I think it's an Eastern European thing to eat tomatoes next to dishes
it?
like that.
But would you eat that? Do you think that it was safe eating from that furnace?
Well, I mean, former student guys and girls are tough, so they can easily eat that.
Yeah, they could, but would you eat it?
Would I eat it? Yes.
So you're tough as well?
Well, I don't know.
Do you
I
think
don't know.
you're as tough as foreign student people?
No. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, those guys are crazy. I mean, you mentioned camping and waking up to chocolate songs in 5 a.m. and just working your brains off and, getting into cars that you built yourself.
You lost me at camping. The camping is already way too extreme for me. I'm never going back to that
That
life.
means you're getting old.
It just
This
means
man
that.
is getting old. next
Yes,
to me.
indeed, as you can see.
Well, it's okay, but it's
right.
fun. I mean, it's not as bad as Hockenheim camping. That is probably the worst when you sleep next to the Autobahn. That is, wake up to the...
Unless you work until like 1 a.m., then you can sleep with whatever that's going on behind you.
True.
And anyway, some teams with the chocolate song are gonna make sure that you wake up at 6 a.m. I don't want to point fingers
Me
at
neither.
anybody from Stuttgart.
Me neither.
Okay.
Should we
so
check the next video?
I think we should check the next
Let's
video
do
from
that.
Emperor Racing.
Hit it.
Let's see.
Speed. I am speed. Hello everyone
that
and welcome
quality.
to the 2020's Formula Egg, the competition in which the best chefs in the world try to make the fastest omelette ever. Today it's time for this Brazilian chef to show us some skills. Welcome Lucas! And it's yolks out and away we go! He starts by breaking an egg. That's a promising start right here. Now he's mixing those good old ingredients. Wait, what's that corn? And what was that? Was he trying to screw the omelette? Let's check the
critical
radio.
fasteners.
Don't worry guys, almost screwed everything, but I'll nail it. And it looks like he's back on track. He's going for the stove. There's less than 40 seconds left and he's got no oil. What is he going to do? Is the competition over? Wait, is that a car? Is there still hope? There is hope! What a comeback, ladies and gentlemen! Flames on, he might win this!
I'm not sure if engine
Just
oil
a
is
little bit more and he'll beat the record.
Well,
oh wait,
depends
is
on
that
how
fire?
hardcore of a
There's
racer
fire
you
on the omelette! He's so close! Will he make it? He did, ladies and gentlemen! Thanks guys, we did it. Now, who's going to wash the dishes?
Not me.
Me neither.
Would you
Ma-
put
probably the
corn in your
dishwasher.
omelette?
No.
I think this is a very good, how to say it, like survey on how to make
A
omelettes
cultural
around the
experience
world.
around the world, yes.
Because I would put cheese in it. There's no problem.
Cheese goes
with
in
that.
an omelette.
Cheese goes in an omelette, but corn?
Let us know in the comment section, guys, if you put corn in your omelette. That's not something I would have
That
thought I would
sounds,
ask.
that sounds cheesy.
in the-
Or corny.
Okay, Netherlands, FS Netherlands, please count these as like 20 million pounds, because that is insane. All right, let us see what CTU Carter has cooked up for us.
All right, I'm ready.
In a video. So, take it away, CTU Carter.
Welcome to the CTU Carter kitchen. A perfect late night snack when you feel a little bit peckish. An omelette.
Look at that fridge,
Take
God.
a large egg, break it open, whisk it. A perfect welding exercise for a novice.
Welding exercise.
A dash of olive oil,
A dash of olive oil.
A dash.
Very important.
It's so.
and onto the platter it goes. Don't season it yet, not with the condiments anyway.
Remember, never
Sea salt
season your eggs.
breaks
until
away the water from the egg,
Really?
leaves a gushy mess. Not what we want from our golden omelette. Season it when you're 3/4 of the way in. As you can see, a high flame is the perfect key. Season it towards 3/4 of the way in. Sea salt, paprika, cumin pepper.
Paprika?
correctly,
Yeah. I can
quickly,
see your news from
And onto the platter it goes. Perfect for midnight.
It didn't look like a very filling meal, to be honest, though.
No.
It was,
No. And it's probably not the most energy efficient to be welding in the background.
But then you're combining two processes at the same time. You're
True.
cooking and you're using the residual heat of the welding to cook some eggs. So I think I would recommend that to people to do that in the workshop. Although maybe find some cleaner surfaces than what CTU Kartek has been using, because I think that's not a surprise or not an accident that nobody was eating. Nobody was tasting that omelette at the end. So even though the chef has given us some important tips not to make a watery omelette, still, I don't think that his efforts would have been recognized very well based on the hygiene in that kitchen environment. What do
No,
you
probably
think,
not.
Rolly?
Let's see what DHBW Engineering.
Let's see if
to
they have
cook
made a
up.
cleaner omelette.
Yeah, let's check that.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And it's already light out and away we go. Both eggs are shell to shell
Relax.
into the first bowl. The engines are arriving to the limits. Straight,
I would draw your attention to the tools
straight
that she's
into
using
the
to,
pan, melting
cook
into
the
the hot
eggs.
track. These eggs are being shaken up by the bumpy surface. Everything is trying to stay on
He's
the
trying to,
ideal
but
line.
That's not the appropriate utensil to do that.
Oh,
You think so?
that's amazing.
In Formula Student, the appropriate
Maybe we
utensil
go
is what
into
is
the
its
first
hand,
curve.
no?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
The first one are already going into
he's
the
not
pits.
waiting
The
enough.
crews
He's
try to
impatient.
lift
He
the
should have
omelet,
waited
but
for that
everything
to
just breaks away. Okay. I guess now the race is spiced a little bit, and we go to the final lap. And there, yes, across the finish line, finished.
Yeah, it did cross the finish line, but that's kind of an anticlimactic ending to a video because, well, Roland, how would you rate that out of on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, honestly, I would give it like a 1.5, maybe.
A 1.5? Are you
1.5.
that hungry? See,
Yeah.
this is what 12 hours of commentating would do to you.
Yeah.
We would even eat your omelette at DHBW Stuttgart.
Yeah, style.
In not even not over a heartbeat, but at least we would be eating it maybe at some point.
It didn't look good. It didn't look
Did
good.
not look
Sorry,
good,
guys.
yeah,
You
so
gotta practice.
I don't recommend using a crowbar to extricate your omelette from the
no.
pan because it did not look like the appropriate tool for the job.
It's not. It's not. But BRS Motorsport might have something better.
might relieve us. Yes.
Let's check it.
Wonderful conditions at our Siegberg location. Everything is ready for this year's Omelette League. My name is Tom and I'm joined by Chief Tim.
Thanks for having me.
And we're getting right into it with the chef of the beer as cook, starting off with a risky maneuver, beating the eggs against each other, even losing some yolk on the way. This is topped off with some milk and spices.
Their team leader actually told me beforehand they are using a special mixture today.
When stirring, he focuses more on speed than on precision, and it is put straight into the pan.
As toppings, the BRS seems to use some peppers and onions, a rather classic approach. The eggs did break, so the chef had to crush them manually. Of course, he can't control the fluid like that, so he gets some on his apron. Now comes the crucial phase of the process.
Chef Dan tries to turn the omelet in the pan, a difficult task. And it breaks! What is he going to do to salvage this situation? He's scrambling the eggs! That is certainly going to cost a lot of points.
The judges are not very lenient with such basic mistakes. It's a rough first omelet for the BRS cooks. They certainly have to improve for the next try.
I mean, if I would use California peppers, I would fry them first, and then add the omelet.
What a chefy tip. That's actually, I would actually griddle them on a grill.
What is griddle?
Like a griddle pan, which you can put on the stovetop, and you get grill marks and stuff. So that's like, it's like having a grill at your home.
Yeah, no, I would not. I would first eat the DHW.
Still DHBW.
Then this stuff.
Yeah. So this was both burnt and undone. So like, I think giving your omelet like half a liter of milk is
and it
also
was
not.
full with eggshells.
Yeah. So that must have been a crunchy omelet.
Yeah.
I hope that it was only on the plate for a short amount of time and then it was discarded.
Okay.
So let's see if Hercules Racing has some better cooking techniques and can give us something more appetizing.
I think they do. I'm pretty sure.
Hello, welcome to FSEC 2020 in Kassel,
efficient.
Germany. What a setting we have here. After measuring the tight tolerances, the competitor fixes the egg with a screw clamp. But no, what is he gonna do? An angle grinder? This is just crazy. In all my years of egg commentating, I never saw anything as revolutionary as this. This doesn't look like your typical bowl. It reminds me of resin containers you would normally use to laminate CFK. Some salt, some pepper,
well, he's
no
not doing
special
it 3/4 of the
spices.
time,
He
so
likes
he's
to
not
keep things
following the
simple.
check.
Instead of using whisk to mix
that.
things
I mean,
up,
he's
using
using
a
cordless drills.
sorbet
Cordless
attached
drills
to
are
it. Finally
also
a
great.
pen, but no, why is he shaking his head? It looks like he has got a better choice. Is this a 3D printer? It says Ultimaker 2 Plus on the label. It looks like he's taking a different direction with the oil as well. Not your typical plant oil. He's using a mineral oil instead. Hopefully it's not poisonous. So he's really frying an omelette on a 3D printer. The build plate is probably at its highest possible temperature setting. Cheese, chives, and some tomatoes. That's all you need for a perfect omelette. Clear winner of this year's competition.
The end result looks great, but I have some doubts about the continuity in this video.
You think so?
I don't know. Would you put... Okay, let's assume that they have cleaned out the mineral oil from the flask. Would you still put vegetable into a mineral oil container at any point in time?
I don't
know.
know.
Would you?
Well, probably not.
It might have a higher temperature resistance, so it might not burn that much. But it looked like they control the temperature quite efficiently. So
I really like the part when they use the tools in a proper way.
Exactly.
I liked it.
Exactly. I think they have found a novel use of Formula Student appropriate tools in a kitchen environment.
Actually, just
the cordless drill, and that takes some skills to take apart an egg with an angle grinder. So hats off to you guys at Hercules. And also, the end result was quite appetizing. So you guys can have us over for an omelet in the end.
Let's see. Accurex.
Accurex. Let's show us what you can do with your omelets.
With your eggs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Aachen Omelette Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Lucas gets an incredible start out of the first corner. It seems Fabi is not yet able to get the feel for his kitchen equipment as we see him struggling with the butter, finding just too much grip on his spoon. But what is happening now? Fabi is utilizing an incredible maneuver to get his eggs into the pan, making up loads of time. What a move!
If you make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs.
Lucas is only now pouring the eggs into the pan, showing Fabian is really gaining ground right now. It seems Fabi is already putting his omelet onto the plate and making his way into the last seconds of this Grand Prix. Lucas, meanwhile, is now the one struggling for pace.
Let's see what happens here.
Ooh.
Oh no, a suspension failure on the final straight of the race. Lucas spills his guts everywhere. Surely this is a DNF.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So
that was hilarious. I want to watch that again.
You want to watch it again?
I want to watch it again.
You want to watch it again?
I want to watch it again. Let's
watch it again and examine the footage more
Yes.
clearly, because now we can also commentate
Yes.
on it. So let's see Ekuri's entry into the egg challenge again.
Oh yeah.
Can we do that?
Let's hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020
Look at that. I
Aachen
mean,
Omelette
that's
Grand
Formula One
Prix.
reference
And it's
up on the
lights
right
out
top
and
of the
away
picture.
we
See
go.
Yeah,
Lucas
I've
gets
seen
an
it.
incredible
I
start
haven't
out of
seen
the
it so
first
far. Yeah,
corner.
that's what I'm saying.
It
You see
seems
tomatoes
Fabi's
up
not
there.
yet able to get the feel for his kitchen equipment
butter.
as we see him
Well done.
struggling with the butter, finding just too much grip on his
skillful egg
spoon.
cracking
But
technique.
what is
Yeah,
happening
I
now?
like that.
Fabi's utilizing an
I don't know.
incredible maneuver to get his
That's
eggs into the
insane. I'm
pan,
gonna
making
try
up
that tomorrow.
loads of
Yeah.
time. What a move!
Probably gonna end up like the second egg.
Lucas
Yeah,
only
hopefully.
now pouring
Oh.
the eggs into the
see,
pan,
and it's
showing
good,
Fabian
eh?
is really gaining
I like
ground
the
right now.
zucchini. I like zucchini. Zucchini is good.
It seems
Also smart
Fabi's
idea to put a
already
plate over
putting
it,
his
because then you
omelette
keep the
onto the
heat in.
plate and making his
The
way
omelette
into the
puts
last
flavor.
seconds of this Grand Prix.
Walks in, puts it down.
Lucas, meanwhile, is now the one struggling
That
for
looks
pace.
very tasty.
Where did he lose the grip though?
You see, he's going and falls. But the Adidas white socks. Adidas white socks.
Oh
that.
no, a suspension
Fuck.
failure on the final straight of the race.
And the
Lucas spills his
basil on the
guts
right
everywhere.
eye and the
Surely
tomato
this
on
is
the
a
left eye.
DNF.
How did they do that?
That was a great shot. That was a great shot, to be
Love
honest.
that.
If I don't think they could have got that shot if they wanted. So I'm pretty
Nah.
sure that it was kind of an accident to get that. So thank you, Ekuri, for showing
Ekuri.
us.
New levels.
That was actually a competition between two teams. So you know, that was a Formula One style commentary.
It was really good.
Solid effort, Ekuri.
I really liked it. So we're gonna have Trento Eagle,
As we agreed.
Eagle Trento Racing Team from Italy. That's what it says. Yeah. That's what in Italian.
Lights out. Here we go with this cooking race. What?
Oh no, man, I'm ready.
Right. What an awful start. Terrible.
Wait. We have feed. Look at this.
Guys, what the honestly, what the this guy doing?
Look at that!
I'm ready. A pit stop.
No, look closely. We're in.
Ah.
Yeah. The show must go on.
The show must go on.
What are you gonna do?
Look at that. That's gonna be Look at that! The eagles are talking! Look at that, the blowtorch.
They're actually taking
Eats eggs.
There's an animal running around in the...
They have an animal in the video.
I don't know what they're called.
Man, what an ending.
Smells like a bomb.
Ah, I loved it. I loved it.
But did you get the references from Formula One?
No.
The actual voices were pilots recordings from Formula One.
Really?
Yeah, it was Formula One racing
Can we
racing
put
drivers.
more? Can we put more audio on it?
Let's listen to it again because
I wanna
I think
understand
Roland,
this.
Roland wants to understand this a little bit better. So let's check this out.
Educate me. Tell me
And
who's
it's
who.
lights out. Here we go with this cooking race. What?
Oh no, man, I'm ready.
Right. What an awful start. Terrible.
Wait. We have feed. Look at this.
Guys, what the honestly, what the this guy doing?
I'm ready. A pit stop.
I don't know where that was from.
No, look closely. We're in.
Yeah. The show must go on.
Let's enjoy this melody.
Which driver said this, but this was
Well,
also actually.
Can you sit up? Is it better?
Nice, we have an okay from the pilot.
Okay, there's an animal running around in the... before turn 6. I don't know what they're called.
Man, what an ending.
Smells like a
What that
bomb.
animal is called? Because the racing driver didn't know what that animal was called.
That is a cat.
Is it a cat?
It's a kitty.
It's a kitty cat.
Do you have a cat?
I do not have a cat.
I have a dog.
I envy you. I want a dog so badly.
I have a Labrador.
Oh, Labradors are so cute.
She's the best.
They're adorable.
But we will have a next
Loughborough
video.
Motorsport. So LU Motorsport has
Where are
also
they from,
participated.
LU?
From Loughborough.
Loughborough.
Yeah.
That is Great Britain?
Yes.
Geography. We're improving, guys.
Yeah. No, it's
So
we're getting
let's
better
see.
at this. Let's see what Loughborough has done for us.
Lights out, and away we go for the omelette challenge. Already 4 seconds in, and this culinary masterclass is underway. Beating the eggs early on and adding a little bit of water, I believe. And now switching it up, going for the butter in the pan, and going all the way round the outside of the pan. That is wonderful stuff. The eggs still going, and can the eggs mix with the butter? That is the question upon everybody's lips now. We're halfway through, and what a transition that is to the pan. And this is getting very hot in here now. We've got 20 seconds to go, and there is a lot of action, and that has got to be a red flag for the session. We've got the alarm going off. This is just going brilliantly, as we've now got about 10 seconds to go. We go green once again, and well, this is just turning into an absolute masterclass as we now cross the checkered flag. And what the
Well, I think that was
what just happened at the end?
I think that was authentic British cooking. Plain and no seasoning with butter involved.
And we've got PC Roland here again with us. Thank you very much. So
we gotta be honest about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
although to be honest, it is even a question in my head why you would put water in an omelette. I am not sure. Loughborough guys, if you can answer that in the comment section, I would be really, really appreciating that, because I have no idea why you water down an omelette. That's something that you want to actually avoid in an omelette.
Yeah.
But also you were surprised by the technique, but I think they took a book out of, or a leaf out of Gordon Ramsay's book. Because
you think so?
Have you seen how he does his scrambled eggs?
Yeah, he's cussing a lot now.
Yeah, he's the one who's cussing all the time. Yeah, well, this was actually an omelette, but even his omelets he cooks partly off the stove, on the stove, off the stove, on the stove, because he wants to temper the eggs instead of cooking them. So it gives you a nice creamy consistency in the end. Try it actually if you have time for an omelette to make it in about 20 minutes, then you will have pretty good results with that. So.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and you need a lot of butter for that. So, you know, it's the exact opposite of what Loughborough has done here.
Yeah, here Black Cluster says, I feel offended for the ingredients used for these omelettes.
I think everybody who has ever made an omelette that tasted well or tasted good feels the same way, because yeah, I don't know how you guys survive on watery omelettes.
That is. I mean, milk is already like
milk
too
is
much
pushing
for
it,
me.
especially half a liter of milk, where like all the eggs get lost and you end up with a white mixture in the pan.
Yeah.
That's like cooked milk basically, which is good if you want to go for like a cooked cream. But if you want to go,
I would still go corn. I would go corn before water, before milk, before
before critical fasteners or screws or nails.
So
to nail down that point. There. Okay.
So we are coming to our last video, but we still need a bit more time for the guys to get the points up and ready.
How much time do we need?
Well, 9 minutes.
9 or 10 minutes? Okay.
Approximately. That's what they told me last time.
Yeah. Well, okay. So in fact, I have seen a couple of videos previously, and I have seen Prom Racing's entry into this, and I am anxiously waiting to see that video in the live feed, because I think that was a really, really funny entry.
Okay, so, I'm excited.
If anybody has been watching or following with the latest innovations in Formula One, I think you guys will really appreciate what Prom Racing has done for you in the Done in 60 Seconds challenge.
But we have 333 viewers, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
That is probably the highest we have. Of 3 people just left, so 330.
Well, at least you did something as well.
Yeah,
there we go. All right.
So I think you guys are very much into this kind of content, and thank you very much for all the teams who sent in these videos and put the effort into making them, because it just really brightens the mood. That's what I think. It's
and
really
also, I think this is also YouTube appropriate content for later. So we might be showing off these videos in some blogs on YouTube for later on for your viewing enjoyment at the end of the summer. So.
And what I'm seeing here is that omelette corn is a special Brazilian recipe.
There we go.
So you can like you can amaze your girlfriend and just make an omelette corn and say it's from Brazil.
Yeah, if you want something, if you want a Brazilian specialty for your girlfriend, then you can make.
If you want a British specialty, put some water in it and don't season.
And don't even go near the seasonings. And maybe undercook it at the end a little bit, just to have that little pool of water on top of your eggs before.
Okay, let's hit some Prom Racing. You made me excited.
Yeah, we are waffling a little bit.
Waffling?
Waffling.
We're talking omelets to waffles. Are we getting to American breakfast?
Well,
or what do you mean?
I love American breakfast. breakfast. Have you had a proper American
Oh
breakfast?
yeah, I did. It's like
Yeah.
6,000 calories at
It
8
is.
a.m.
And that's a
what it is.
full day's worth of meals.
Oh
so,
yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
Americans generally, they eat
They are
crazy
very
amount
generous
of
with their
stuff.
food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, it would be nice to have an American team's entry into this category.
Well,
so if anybody from America is watching and you want to send us a fun video of your team cooking an omelet, you can still do that. You can send the link to hello@formulastudentonline.com, and we might be able to show it on our YouTube channel later on. So if anybody from America is doing that, please do that.
Please do that. So let's see.
All right, let's see Prom Racing's entry into done in 60 seconds.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this weekend's race. The pan temperature today is almost 100 degrees, and the race is starting to heat up. We can see the Prom Racing's car leading in the first corners as the eggs are finally starting to service.
We have live feed from the Prom Racing Team radio.
I have no power. I repeat, no power.
That looks like an electric fan.
Prom Racing seems to be back on track after the power issue they
but if it's not
faced, and their
induction,
omelette
it
is
still
starting to
has
look like a
really,
serious
residual
championship
heat, but
competitor.
look at the
Thank you,
look at the
Marina.
precision
Great
technique
to
of
see
the
them back
driver.
after last week's run eggs fiasco.
But wait,
And then
And it's
that's
pulling
the
it out.
DAS. That's the DAS system.
Wow,
from
it will
Mercedes.
sure give
Really?
them a
Yeah,
definite
that-
edge.
What is
look
a
at
DAS?
that. The
Doesn't have
DAS
Yes,
is,
and they are fast approaching the designated
adjustable,
DRX zone. A chance for the driver to get the
steering
best out
geometry
of
that
his stall.
Mercedes has introduced
Yummy.
this year to Formula
And
One.
with only a few laps remaining, they're starting to push hard for the fluffy
and then
pixel
there are DRX.
Let's take a listen
Give
at
the
their
X
team radio.
some advantage,
You have done to your side.
in the
Stay off
band.
the coast.
Although
Oh
that
no,
was-
it seems
that
like
might
they
have
have
been a
lost
little bit
part
too
of
much
their
an
side
advantage.
omelette on their final
So,
corner.
I don't know
It
what
looks
happened
like
in
they
the
made it
video
through.
feed,
Prom Racing
because
is the
that
new
is
X World
the gist of this
champion.
video. I am
And he's
sorry
gonna
if we
eat
didn't
it with
hear
that
it.
forehead.
And he's gonna eat it through his forehead, apparently. All right. Well, DAS, DRX. We know so much more about making omelets now.
346 viewers. You
Okay,
know?
everybody's excited for the award ceremony, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. Wouldn't you be excited for the award ceremony?
excited for an omelet.
If you're excited. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of a commentator who has been working 12 hours in the studio. He would rather see more omelets than
An omelette of awards.
an omelet of awards. How would you do an omelet of awards? Would you want to put that on your omelet?
I would just get all the awards and just put it together.
Put it together
and eat it.
and eat it.
Yeah.
That might be a little bit even more crunchy than DHBW's entry with the eggshells in it. So, you know, you never know.
Well, we see 69 Hawks, 69 Hawks, 69 Hawks, Ampera, FSU Stewart. We're gonna have a contest, I think, of team names, cheers. Here's his results and the hands put together. And you know, this is the point in an award ceremony where the team's already like going crazy before it even starts.
It does look like the comment section is going crazy. So Hawks has definitely had a coordinated attack on our
Oh, yeah.
comment section, and I think more and more teams are joining in. So make sure to have. Let's write your. Let's write your.
The guy on the right has something in his eye. Do I have something in my eye? Or did you
Wait,
wanna-
am I the guy on the right?
No,
or are you
I am the guy on the right.
You're on the. You
Well,
don't have
depend-
anything in your eye.
No?
I don't
Sure?
think so. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Does
Thank
he have
you.
anything in his eye? No. I don't
No,
think
no,
so.
no. Thanks,
That was
thanks
something
for
on your
saying.
screen then.
So
at home,
54, 42, FSU Surd, Ampera. That is, ladies and gentlemen.
Show us some love for your
flow
team, guys.
of-
Try.
Do you need more love for these? This
Not
is
for my
crazy.
team, for their own teams. We're seeing the same
Who
number.
works?
We're seeing the same numbers again. So team number 94. Who was 94?
Yeah, we're blowing up YouTube chat at the moment.
That does look like we're testing the capabilities of YouTube. So
Yeah, and
all right.
speed. Whoa, this is a rush. You know what it sounds like on an award ceremony? This is a sound of roaring people from the crowd.
When you can see the flags of the teams waving everywhere. That's exactly
cheering.
what this feels like. So all right, guys, keep the team numbers flowing into the comment section. That's I think how we're going to be able to keep the spirit alive for the award ceremony as well in the virtual environment of Formula Student.
So let's talk a little bit about the awards ceremony. What's going to happen? Obviously, we're going to hand out awards. That's not surprising. But we will hand out awards in 3 different categories because this whole day was organized in 3 different categories. The first is driverless. The second is combustion. Electric. And the third is combustion. Ladies and gentlemen, so these are the 3 categories. And we will have how many prizes?
Wow, you're asking me to do math again.
No, let's just read them up one by one then, because it takes more time.
Here are the categories that we're going to be awarding prizes in. We're going to, of course, you got some points for the fun activities as well. We forgot to mention that the fun activities were worth 50 points.
50 points?
50 points in the competition. So if you were funny, you're getting some points there as well.
How much points would we get?
Let us ask the comment section.
Well, they are just writing in numbers. They like 420
okay,
and 69.
Let's go with 420. So we will get 420 points out of 50.
I like 420.
I think I'm gonna go with that. So
420 is fun. So let's see.
So first we're gonna judge the fun activities.
Nice.
Then we're gonna award awards in the combustion and electric dynamic categories, and then in the virtual categories now. Then the business plan presentation event, engineering design event. And then we're going to have overall static events, as we had not a lot of dynamic events altogether, and they were scored in a group. We are awarding only the overall static events.
Yeah.
And then we are going to crown the overall champions of Formula Student Online. So in both the combustion electric and the driverless categories, we are going to crown the champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, that means that first time in history, the team winning this wins the only and all the races of the season. Is that correct?
It's gonna make that the team who wins FS Online is going to write history as winning all the races in a single season of Formula Student.
Wow, that's an honor that could never be taken away from me.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't think so. So that's gonna be remembered for sure. In the rest of the history.
The rest of the history. It's going to be taught all over the world. In Brazil, in Russia.
The stakes are super high here, for sure. And we cannot wait to see all the awards.
Yeah, and as we said already, there have been some very, how to say, fleißig, very... words are mixing up in my
The German teams at least understand you.
Yeah, the German teams understand.
Hardworking
teams who sent in some cheering videos. So
we're not going to see all of them.
No.
But we are going to see some of them during our award ceremony. So in the overall categories, we are going to be showing the cheering videos for sure to everyone from the teams who have placed in third, second,
and now we got live chat
categories.
has failed endurance as a message, and we are seeing so many numbers and letters. It's crazy.
Absolutely. So teams are
entertaining
really
themselves.
Entertaining themselves in the comment section for sure. That's apparently they're doing it by themselves. So why are we here?
Why are we here? I don't know. What's the meaning of life?
It's a great question. Great question.
Should we go into it?
Do we have time for that?
I don't know. I just asked the guys if we have time for that. But probably not. But we can talk about the meaning of Formula Student Online, which was to keep the spirit alive. And you guys did that. How many entries did we have on the whole competition?
45.
45 teams. Entries. 45 teams from all around the world. And you know, actually, we didn't talk about the prizes at all, because you don't only win these glass beauties. You also win some nice advantages or some pros.
Exactly, and I definitely want to bring up our rules
because
for this.
You know,
I don't want to be.
There's going to be a Formula Student offline next year, probably. There's going to be a Formula Student East, hopefully next year in the Zola zone.
And hopefully there's also going to be a Formula Student Netherlands.
And there's going to be hopefully a Formula Student Netherlands with amazing teams contributing. And we will just move this class then. And we will be able to hand out some prizes for those events as well.
All right, so let's see what the top finishers, on top of getting these beautiful awards, are also going to get some special priorities on Formula Student Netherlands and Formula Student East 2021. So the top 1/3 of each category is going to be pre-registered to Formula Student East and Formula Student Netherlands. So in each of the categories that you're registering in, there are going to be at least 2 times more slots open for teams who have not participated in Formula Student Online. So it was definitely worth it to compete in this event, because then you know for sure if you placed in the top 30% of our finishers, you know for sure that you can go to FS Netherlands and FS East next year, which is a huge help for the teams because they can really organize their logistics very easily. So that's a huge prize for you guys. Then what's going to happen to the top 5? The top 5 in each category will have scrutineering priority. As we all know, scrutineering is a crucial part of an offline Formula Student competition because without successfully completing scrutineering, you're not able to drive your car anywhere. You cannot even go to the test track, you can't participate in any of the dynamic events, and if you're behind in the scrutineering queue, you might even miss some of the dynamics. So getting some scrutineering priority is a huge deal, and we are going to grant this to 5 teams, the top 5 teams in each category. So on the first day of next year's FS Netherlands and FS East competitions, these top 5 teams will have scrutineering priority in the order. And now, last but not least, we do have one extra award, which is awarded to the top 3 finishers in the CV and EV class, and the top finisher, so the number 1 team in the DV category, for FS East only, because that's the only event where DV category is going to be held in 2021. There is going to be a registration fee discount which works in the following way. So for the DV entry, they can live with a 100% registration fee discount for Formula Student East 2021. So basically, they will be able to go to Formula Student East without paying the registration fee, which is a huge deal.
Wow.
And that's going to be a prize really worth working for from the beginning of FS Online. So that's going to be a huge deal for the first DV team.
So these are the prizes that you can win, yeah?
Yes, but there's also, I haven't finished with the registration fee because there is some more info on that. For combustion and electric teams, we are offering either a 100% discount on one of the events, so you can either go free to Formula Student East or Formula Student Netherlands, or you can get 50% discount at both events. So if you decide to go to both FS East and both FS Netherlands, you will get a 50% discount in each of the events' registration fees. So I think that's some pretty huge, if you think about how much money teams pay for registration, that's actually a huge cash prize for them for next year. And that can help them a lot with saving some of the amount of money that they have left in their tight budgets.
Then what I say, Janos, is that the time has come.
The time has come.
The time has come, and I know so, because I have the results in front of me, man. I know so that we are going to start officially the first ever Formula Student Online Awards ceremony. And now we'd have teams cheering and people shouting.
I think they're cheering behind our screens.
I think they are, and I hope they do that. Yeah, I see a lot of numbers and all that.
So many numbers. Flight tickets?
Yeah,
tickets.
Everybody wants flight tickets. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to stand up because, God.
Wow. Can we still stand?
I don't know. My legs are not really functioning.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a weird feeling after so many hours behind camera. Okay, let's just move this out of the way.
So, if the technical crew is ready, then, ladies and gentlemen, Janos and I are ready for the award ceremony of Formula Student
Online.
Oh yeah. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
I heard the cheers, man. All the way.
I can hear it inside.
Let's see. The first award category of the day is going to be the fun activities.
But
before that.
Do we have anything before that, though?
Yes, I just got a new email saying this is the good results. So it's a good thing I didn't start reading those up. Do we have anything there before? We're gonna talk about the sponsors now. What do you want to say?
I think we might show the video first.
Which video?
The video that we have seen twice already today, but maybe we should.
Maybe we're gonna see it the third time.
Do we want to?
Well, they told us that we shouldn't. We are not allowed to play any videos. No.
Then we're not gonna play any videos. Then Rocky has everything correctly.
Well.
My professional life has revolved around Formula One for almost 20 years now, but the sport never had to conform more to a new world order than in 2020. It's remarkable how quickly everything was changed, and it's remarkable how quickly its sister, Formula Student, was changed. And it was changed by you, the teams and the organizers who both worked tirelessly to keep the spirit alive. This is an unprecedented international effort. This is a common vision of a university, of competitions and of teams. This is Formula Student Online.
This is Formula Student Online, and as you have seen on the amazing thank you screen, there are people and organizations who we would like to thank.
Absolutely. So, first we would like to extend a huge thank you to the host and organizer of this event, Széchenyi István University. Thank you very much for all of this. This studio has been amazing. This has been the home of us for today, and thank you so much to the Széchenyi István University for hosting Formula Student Online.
Well, we also have a distinguished sponsor this year, and that is the MVM Group. And we also have two other sponsors. Audi Hungaria has been a very strong supporter of Formula Student Movement, and PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers. They have been also a strong supporter of Formula Student events for a long time. But we also have cooperative partners.
Cooperative partners. So we have cooperative partners. One of them is Formula Student East, and another one is Formula Student Netherlands. They have been instrumental in setting up the event, both from the static and the communication side. We also have had the help of FastTube with the EV mod, MI Team Delft with the driverless simulator that was developed specifically for this event, and for DRF Liga, we are thankful for the combustion mod in R-Factor 2.
Yes, and also we have one patron, the Innovációs és Technológiai Minisztérium. If you can say that after me and you're not a Hungarian, you get a prize from me. So that's the Ministry of Innovation and Technology. From Hungary. So thank you for all the support and for the judges and everybody else, but we're going to talk about these parts as well at the end.
I think we're going to thank everyone
of this event
later on as well, or maybe even right now, because I still
because
think
it's time to thank people.
It is time to thank people, yeah.
It's time to express our gratitude.
Yeah.
Express our gratitude, first of all, to the organizers who came up with the idea. I think that they should be mentioned, that the spark came to their minds and they started to put this all together. So thank you for the work, for everyone's work, who put a lot of effort and organization into this. People who you don't see, you mainly saw us, or you people you never even met, then you met with the judges. So thank you for all those guys who put any effort into putting this all together, organizing it, booking it, spreading it, having it, designing it, so on and so forth.
And loving it.
And loving it.
And loving it.
And also a great thanks to everybody on the technical side, because, you know, this was a bit different event in the sense that we had different kind of volunteers, we have different kind of scrutineers, we had different kind of track marshals here. Instead of track marshals, we had camera guys. Instead of, I'm not sure if I can go on with this parallel. Probably can't.
Well, I'm trying to continue. Instead of event control, we've had huge WhatsApp groups in the background.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you might not have seen everybody as visually as you would in an offline event, but for sure, be sure to know that here around us in the studio, there were at least, I think, 30 people working.
Actually, can we show them? Can you move the camera to show the studio a little?
Are we able to do that?
Can you just go
to show the background
somebody,
prove the studio?
Or you?
Anybody?
Or you? No, they switched to the camera without a man, so maybe they cannot do it.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. There it is. The camera is moving on the left. I want to have the left camera up and running. Yes. So this is what we looked at. Yeah, just go. We are seeing you. Show. That's it. We have a cable problem.
Yeah, maybe moving the camera around is not that easy in a studio that was set up for.
Well, it
static
is. Come
cameras.
on, we can do anything.
We can do anything now. We can do anything now.
This is what it all looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that guy. He's been sitting with us for 10 hours.
Exactly. He's been sitting there just for as long as we've been behind this
Crazy,
desk.
man.
So that is absolutely crazy.
So, and this is only a part of what we have. Thank you very much for getting out of your comfort zone. This is only a part that we have and that you saw. And obviously, a big shout out to the amazing teams. There are already 390 people watching us right now from all over the world and are a part of this event from the comfort of their homes. They didn't send any pictures to us, probably because they don't like us, but that's okay. We can live with it because we still love you guys, because you're doing an amazingly great job. And you transformed all your material into digital online format, and you still spend the time and the energy to be a part of Formula Student events. So that, I think that is something remarkable.
Absolutely remarkable. I mean, all of our judges have come back to us with the feedback that the quality of the videos and the quality of the submission of the materials has been really, really high, almost higher than in an offline event, because while it does sound like that the teams had a little bit more time to focus on the statics, and so this was an overarching feedback, and really I want to just congratulate all teams participating, because this was a hell of a job that you guys pulled through, from modifying your driverless algorithms to setting up studios to record your engineering design events. I'm pretty sure that this is something that you will remember, and we will for sure remember, and our judges will remember as well.
Well, Janos, I think the time has come. That yeah, I just read the messages. In 10 seconds, we will start the award ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the award ceremony, and we are going to announce the winners of the, first of all, the fun activities. And the first winner of fun activities is Ignition Hamburg in the driverless category.
And the winner in the EV category is eForce FEE Prague Formula.
And the winner of the... It's behind us. And the winner of the combustion vehicle category is TU Bruno Racing for fan activities. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. You were the funniest of the teams.
Yeah. And as far as I know, we are going to go for the dynamic event winners. Is this our next
I think that's going to be our next category. Yes, for sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a hard competition, very tough fights. And we have the winners of the dynamic event, and the winner of the dynamic event electric vehicle category is BME
Formula Racing Team.
Oh yeah!
Congratulations to BME FRT for winning the electric vehicle class in the Formula Student online competition. And now to the combustion teams. The winner in the combustion category is
UPP Racing Team.
Congratulations, Schokolademan. You brought it home.
Then we have the virtual driverless event, and the virtual driverless event was won by a driverless team. I know, it's crazy.
Wow,
in
that's
DV category.
Unbelievable.
And that team is
KA Racing.
Oh yeah!
Congratulations, guys. You have done the best job over the 3 days of this competition. So congrats on that.
And then we're going to go into the statics and
absolutely
talk about the concept challenge. This is probably what all the simulation was also very much Formula Student, but this is I think one of the most academic Formula Students event ever, where the teams put a lot of effort into gaining these prizes and winning these categories. So be absolutely proud of yourself just for participating.
And impress the judges enough to even think about suggesting rule changes to Formula Students. So, so that's something to keep in mind, guys. You might have made history here.
Concept Challenge winner for the driverless vehicle category is, ladies and gentlemen, KA Racing!
Congratulations to the DV winner. And then the EV winner is Dynamics PRC.
PRC, sorry.
Congratulations to Dynamis for winning the EV prize in the Concept Challenge winner. And then, Who is the winner in the combustion category, Roland?
The combustion category concept challenge winner is Rennstall Esslingen!
Congratulations, guys in Esslingen. You did a hell of a job on the concept design challenge.
Let's see how the award ceremony is going. There are comments. We still have the numbers and all the happy and fun comments. But here it is time to go to the business.
Let's do some business.
Let's put the money where the money is.
Let's put the money where the money is. Exactly. We have to put it there.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the business plan winner in the driverless category is Ignition Hamburg.
Congratulations, guys. Hell of a job. But
and now comes
who won electric?
I don't know.
Who won the electric
Do
class?
you know?
I think I do, actually. And I think you do as well.
Well, then we know. Let's share it.
Let's share it with the crowd. So, the electric winner of business plan is Dynamis PRC. Congratulations, guys.
All right.
Amazing job in the business.
And then we are going to combustion business plan. And there we are going to travel, not overseas, but stay in Europe and go into Great Britain, because the winner of that is Team
Bath
Racing.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations for your amazing idea. I was waiting for the cheer there. And
yeah, well, it's there. It's there, but it's in Britain.
It in my head. Yeah, it's in Britain. I'm pretty sure there's some beers have been opened there. Popped, and then there we go.
Well,
all right. This is an event that was not broadcast live, but it is still very highly regarded in the competition, and it also garnered a lot of points. So this was something that the teams have worked really hard for. This is the engineering design event. Ooh. So we're going to start with the driverless category.
Driverless engineering design winning position goes to
KA Racing.
Whoop whoop whoop!
Congratulations, KA Racing, for your efforts in driverless. But then we also have an electric category.
Oh yeah,
Rocky. We need to share it with the people. So
electric.
Who won in electric?
Category goes to TU Fast E-Technology Engineering Design.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Munich. And now, last but not least, we must not forget about the combustion vehicles. And in the combustion vehicle class, in Formula Student Online 2020, the winner is
Rennstall Esslingen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overall static winners. And overall static winners of the driverless category is...
In driverless, KA Racing.
And in electric vehicles?
Too Fast E-Technology.
And in combustion vehicles?
Rennstall Esslingen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. Driverless overall, third place goes to...
Too Fast Racing. And driverless overall, third place.
That was right now. Now becomes the electric
vehicle. Sorry, the electric vehicle overall third place goes to
Dynamis PRC.
Congratulations, Dynamis. And then we've got combustion vehicles overall third place.
Rennstall
Esslingen.
Yes.
Congratulations, guys. All right,
and
second place finishers in the driverless class are
Ignition
Hamburg. Congratulations for the second place finisher in the driverless class.
We can have some music back to us. No,
can we have some music?
Well, we probably can.
Yeah.
Okay, just imagine, guys, some music.
Play some music at your homes.
Yeah.
This is the fun thing about FS Online. Now you can do whatever you want in the awards ceremony. You always go about, oh, don't bring beer on the stage and whatever, don't jump. Now you can jump, you can drink beers, you can pop champagne, whatever. Feel free
because
to
here comes
be happy.
The electric vehicles.
Overall second place
is
Ecury X Racing Team.
Woo!
So finally I was able to pronounce their name properly.
We're good at this.
And we must not forget about the combustion class. In the combustion class, overall second place goes to
FSUPW Team.
Congratulations, guys. All right. And then our distinguished sponsor, MVM, has also offered a special prize, which was decided by judges, by our own judges in the electric category. And this awards the most innovative electric drive concept.
It's coming from our distinguished sponsor.
Remember, and it is coming from our
distinguished. And what is the award again? Most innovative?
Most innovative electric drive, as far as I know. And this award goes to
Ampera Racing!
Ampera Racing, congratulations for taking home this fantastic special award.
Ladies and gentlemen, Here we are at the peak.
I think this is not going to get better than this.
This is the peak of the award ceremonies. You know, this is the moment when the teams have been cheering, they've been jumping on the stage, they've been even crushed the stage a little, and now the overall winners.
In the driverless category. In the driverless category, it's just one winner, and that one winner is
KA Racing!
Congratulations, KA Racing!
And now just imagine yellow and black.
You don't have to imagine it because they have sent us a cheer video. Look at that.
Imagination comes through.
Congratulations goes out to KA Racing. Hell of a job and a nice video. Thank you for sending it in. All right. Next up, the electric category. Overall winner
is in 2020 Formula Student Online
Too Fast E-Technology.
Munich.
And they jumped on the stage there, and the stage didn't collapse.
Well, that's a German
stage.
Something.
They know something. It's a solidly built stage.
And ladies and gentlemen,
and the final prize in Formula Student Online 2020.
But this means that this is going to be over, Janusz. 12 hours. 12 hours.
And counting.
12 hours.
12 hours and 13 minutes now.
And it's
to be
going to be
specific.
over.
And it is going to be over. Wow.
And these are the prizes. We didn't even show them. I'm sorry.
Oh, exactly. So,
I'm sorry.
Before we announce the combustion winner, stay tuned, guys. We haven't forgotten about you.
This is
the driverless category overall winner,
which goes to Karlsruhe.
Karlsruhe, you will receive this. And, by the way, there's one more prize that they will receive. On top of everything that I've said at the beginning of the presentation of the awards, we have prepared you a special present from us, FS Online. We hope that you will enjoy it, and we hope that you will use this later on in the physical offline events as well. You will be receiving in your mail a special FS Online branded little inflatable pool, which you can use to relax in the next competition. So all overall first, second, and third place finishers, as well as the special award winner, are receiving an FS Online branded pool, which they can use in the competitions later on. How cool is it?
I think I hear the extra cheering from all around the world. That's what I'm hearing.
Just imagine in next year, where everybody else is in the campsite, you can just whip up your FS Online pool, jump into it, and chill like a boss. So
shallow dive pool.
A shallow dive pool.
That's what I was reading.
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the last
prize
handed out by us
at FS Online 2020.
And that is going to be the combustion overall winner,
which goes to
Hawks Racing!
Congratulations!
Great job. I even did the hawk. I think that is the best team cheer video.
That is I think, a fitting end to 12
Congratulations.
hours and 15 minutes of continuous broadcast. Dear teams, you were amazing, absolutely amazing. Over these past couple of months, we have been through a lot together. I think this was a long journey together.
But a fun journey.
A fun journey. And today was also a long but fun journey, I would say. And it came to a fitting end. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for being with us. A huge thank you goes out to all of our sponsors, the patron and the host of the event, for allowing us to keep the spirit alive in these challenging times for Formula Student. And thank you so much for keeping it going through even 2020. So I think this is proof that nothing can stop Formula Student.
Nothing, even a world pandemic is not going to stop.
Not even a world pandemic is going to stop Formula Student.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've written history with us throughout this whole day. Obviously, the rest of the results will be posted online on the website, and you will be able to read them and learn from them. This whole live feed will stay on YouTube, so you can check it later and learn from it and see.
You can rewatch the best moments. You can see how two commentators were not able to count to 10
or
place well-known places on the map.
If you do a compilation of the best puns, that will be my personal regards sent to you.
We might even repost it on our channel.
Well,
who knows?
There is a chance for that. So, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much. And I think with that, the studio signs off. Thank you for staying with us for more than 12 hours. And goodbye. See you later in 2021.
And thank you, Janusz, for these 12 hours.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rocky. I think well deserved.
Well deserved.
Bye-bye.